Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadowplay Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of videos to catch up on. And if you are returning, welcome back. I send you a big ol' hug and I just appreciate you so much. Friends, it has been a minute since I have been able to film. It's kind of been an interesting journey for me, but I am just so glad I was able to come back right before the start of our new year. I really wanted to get some messages and advice out there, see what we need to hear. It's been a while since I have checked in to our collective energy, so I'm really curious to see where we're all at. So for today's video, we are going to be asking Spirit, what do we need to know? We're going to, you can always check your sun, moon, and rising sign. Personally, I tend to really connect with my moon sign a lot of the time. So yeah, make sure that you check all of your signs out. And we are going to be checking into general messages, what we need to know. And then at the end of the reading, or the general part of the reading, we are going to be checking into our love life. So love life, that could be friends, family, partnerships, like any form of love in your life. We're going to be checking into that. And so instead of two separate videos for love and general messages, we are just going to have the one video, friends. All right, I hope you've all been doing amazing. You know where to find me on the socials. I'm at Shadowplay Collective and Shadowplay Tarot. So my voice keeps wanting to go out. We will see how it pans out throughout this reading. It's really interesting, but honestly, guys, I think it's environmental. I live in Los Angeles where the air quality has not been the greatest lately. All right, my friends, we are going to be starting. Hello, my team Taurus. I hope you're all doing amazing. So let's jump right to it, my friends. Let's see what the rest of 2021 and into 2022 holds for you, my Taurus friends. And so I hope you check your sun, moon, and rising signs. I know I tend to resonate with all three at any given time. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me this connection and allowing me to channel these messages for the collective. What does Taurus need to know for the next few weeks, the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022? What do my Tauruses need to know? Taurus, I'm feeling a tingling in my back, like a muscle kind of going numb. So I don't know if some of you have been having like back pain, or, I know Taurus carries a lot of emotional stuff in the back and in the neck. Bottom of the deck, we have a Knight of Swords. Oh, bumped into that. Okay, let's see. We got the Page of Cups with the full reverse. We have the Moon reverse. All right, let me take a moment to lay these out for us. Lots of energy. Taurus, are you fighting something? Are you trying to go against something? Hermit mode. I felt that. I feel that. Okay, my Tauruses. So the Page of Cups here, this could be like maybe, okay, so different stories going on here. This could be relating to children. So if you have children, it could be related to something in regards to them, or they're involved in the situation. That is not going to apply to everyone. I'm also kind of feeling young love. So maybe someone that has just recently piqued your interest, someone that you have a crush on, maybe someone that there's loving feelings towards, but they're not like mature. Not mature like you're immature, mature like those feelings haven't grown, haven't had a chance to grow to anything more or to anything deeper or more evolved. Like it's very early on in the process of having feelings towards someone is what I'm feeling, because I do feel like there is a feeling here of a new start waiting, or you anticipating a new start in regards to this situation, but there is a delay here. There's a resistance to either taking a leap of faith, or a resist, or something else is causing a delay in the beginning of this new journey. There does seem to be like you are in a place where maybe for a while you were kind of fearful of the situation, or there was things that you felt like you didn't know, and maybe now things are becoming clearer to you. But at the same time, I feel like you've been really kind of overthinking things. You kind of went from being analytical and putting your boundary down, or being very aware and very clear-minded as to how you feel about something. And right now, I feel like you're lacking clarity. I almost feel like the more you think about it, um, the things that are coming to light for you are kind of leaving you in a headspin. Like I feel like you're very much stuck in your head about it, overthinking something, and it's not like it's kind of taken away from. Yeah, I was going to say it's like taking away from what you were manifesting, but it's almost like a clear vision as to what you want. I feel like it's taking away from the clarity as to what you want. You're confused is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Like maybe there's something happened here where now, at one point you were clear about what it is you wanted, and now you're kind of, it's all mental. I'm feeling like your mind is kind of, like I said, kind of on a rotation of these thoughts, and it's leaving you. I feel like right now you're not really moving forward. I feel like maybe you're just kind of sitting and thinking is what I'm getting, sitting and overthinking perhaps. But there is a sense here where you do see that you either have a lot of options, but they might be causing a little bit of confusion during this time. With the Hermit here, I do see that you will kind of be retreating. You will be keeping to yourself. I think you're really attempting to heal yourself in some way, and maybe that's what this is. Maybe the uncertainty and the not having clarity as to where your mind is about something, and maybe you're going back and forth, and you know um you have the power of manifesting, but right now like the efforts towards it are just kind of not there, because I feel like right now maybe you don't know what you want, and that's okay. That's totally fine, because I feel like you're processing through it. Like I said, there's a sense here where you're healing yourself. You're keeping to yourself, probably laying low, being very choosing wisely who you share your energy with is coming through. There is a feeling here that you are not feeling in your power. I feel like you feel disempowered, like something, like you don't have the power or the energy or the strength to end this big cycle. I feel like there's a big cycle that is coming to an end for you. And there's resistance here. Okay, and so for those of you that resonated with children, this could be that your kids like are kind of delaying this new start. So let's say that this, for those of you that this is a relationship, if that applies to anyone, this is kind of the equivalent of being resistant to letting something close out, and starting a new journey, because you're possibly thinking of your kids first, or you're like putting their needs first. Like you feel disempowered in some way. But the power is there. I think this is just delayed. I don't think this is how it's going to be forever for you. I do see that there's communication coming in. of some sort. You're going to be communicating with someone, and there is a sense of undecided, unsure, looking at the options. There's something here about looking at options, but not really taking a step towards it. I just think maybe you're giving yourself time, and you are a Taurus, so you move at the pace that you move. So we do have the Ace of Wands here, something passionate and exciting perhaps. Maybe that's what you're trying to think about. What is going to make you excited? Like, what's going to motivate you to move forward? And to regain your power in the situation is really what I'm feeling. I am getting two strong messages here of a delayed start with the World reverse and this Fool in reverse. So whatever is new coming into your life, it is delayed because of the energy that you are currently in, but that's fine because you're just going through the process. And as long as you're working on yourself and healing yourself, and if you are listening to this video, you probably are someone who is into the idea of healing themselves, then I think you're heading in the right direction. Maybe there's other healing things that you're doing for yourself. Not saying that you coming on YouTube is like the one thing that you should be doing to heal yourself, but I just mean like the self-awareness of where you need to tighten things up. And in this case, it's probably knowing that you have to balance yourself and regain some kind of clarity to start from. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, my Tauruses. Let's see what advice we have for you. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do we have for Taurus? What advice do we have for Taurus, Spirit? What advice do we have for Taurus? There's that Moon card again. I still think that there is things you don't know yet, things that haven't been, there's the Hermit again. So we have the Two of Pentacles, which I was feeling because I think I said balance, rebalancing and gaining clarity. So very deep healing, my friends. Lots of deep healing energy. Your advice is to continue to heal. Don't be afraid of, as silly as it sounds, don't be afraid of the dark. This Moon card can sometimes make us feel like we are sitting in the dark, like we don't know what's out there, but it's really like a deep healing period. And I see that like pretty clearly with the Hermit card coming up here. What advice do we have for Taurus? Look at that. Decision. We'll take these. I feel like they're meant for you. And bottom of the deck. How funny is that? We have the World card, but this time it's upright because I do think that your advice is going to help you turn things around so that you can close out this big chapter that is coming to an end for you. So Spirit is asking you to find balance and be graceful with yourself during this period. Like, acknowledge that there are things that you are fixating on. You're maybe fixated on organizing or controlling or knowing where something's at, knowing how something's going to go. And Spirit is just kind of asking you to honor that. Say, okay, yes, I am being a little out of control right now, and it's not good for me. I acknowledge that. Let me ground myself. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to slip back into the thoughts that got you here in the first place, but it just means you're kind of calling yourself out in a way where it becomes helpful to your own self. Like it's almost like help yourself type of energy. And just know that things are feeling a little weird right now. Maybe they are weird. They're feeling off balance because you're shifting from your old life into your new life. And you know what? There's probably some toxic cycles that are coming to an end, and it could be painful. Besides painful, my friends, I think it's just uncomfortable AF, like for real. Like I'm not even seeing, we didn't get heartbreak cards here. I'm not saying, or loss or grief. I'm not saying those aren't things you haven't experienced. You probably have. But I'm just saying, like, that's not the driving force here. I think you're shedding your skin, Taurus, and you're growing into this new version of yourself, and it's really uncomfortable because it's almost like I don't know her, I don't know them, because you've never been that person before. You're growing into that person, and there's going to be things, you're facing your own shadows, and you're walking through the darkness and really doing the work to heal is what I'm seeing here. There's something about making decisions that are like, they're not fun to make. They're difficult decisions, but overall, it's because you're tired of feeling like there's a lack of something in your life. Like something has not been fulfilling here. It could be emotionally, spiritually, financially, all of the above, whatever it is for you. There's something here that wasn't enough for you, and it's uncomfortable and it's not fun, but you are choosing to walk away from it. And Spirit is encouraging you to walk away from the things that made you feel like you or something wasn't enough, or you were not getting enough, or it just it wasn't enough for you, and that's okay. Like it was unfulfilling. I'm seeing like very unfulfilling here. You being encouraged to walk away from unfulfilling things with confidence. There is the acknowledgement that this is a big decision, and it's probably something that you've been avoiding making for a while, with this Two of Swords here. Maybe this is something that makes you feel like you are dependent on it, in some way, shape, or form. With this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is a very confident person who has enough. They are not mature and evolved enough to be queen status yet, but they're on their way, meaning this is someone who's very independent and capable. This is also like the single person card. So this could be a nod if this is a relationship that you're choosing to walk away from, or that you feel that you need to walk away from, or some kind of major cycle revolving a partnership, or, only you'll know what it's about. It is it's almost like the feeling of you not being enough or you not being capable could possibly be what's keeping you for making a decision, but it is being acknowledged here because you are this very independent person. It's like in you. And I do see that you healing yourself and working on yourself. You are heading to queen status. Like I said, Nine of Pentacles isn't a queen yet, but here she is. This is someone who's very assertive and very confident and is willing to put in the work. Like she is willing to get up off of her throne and actually like go and work on whatever it is she has to do. She's also being protected by a cat. So maybe you have a pet that is like your companion especially during this time. This could be one of Okay, this is weird because I never get pet messages, but I'm almost feeling like someone that's watching here, your pet, if you have a a deep connection with an animal or some sort, they could be one of your guides, or you guys, I'm going to say soulmate, but that's because, the belief that soulmates come in, we have lots of soulmates throughout our lives. Basically, a soul that you agreed to incarnate with in this lifetime. And I'm going to go ahead and say that because I do feel like there is an animal spirit here that has been with you for not just this lifetime. And if that message resonates with you, then that message is for you. My Tauruses, that is your advice. I do think you have your work cut out for you because of all this healing situation and making these decisions to walk away. But I do think Spirit wants to encourage you because there is more on the other side. And you're on the other side of this. That's what's on the other side. It's you. It's you standing strong and confident, my Taurus babies. All right, my friends. And so if you were just going to stick around for the general portion of your reading, this is where we leave you. Now I'm going to be clearing the table and we are going to be looking into your love reading. My Tauruses, I do feel, this happened with Aries as well. I do feel like love snuck up in this reading, but we'll see when we read your love cards. Okay. Fresh deck. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What do my Tauruses need to know about their love life for the rest of the year and into the new year? What do my Tauruses need to know about their love life in the next few weeks? One more shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do my Tauruses need to know about their love life in the next few weeks? There's that, what did I tell you guys? There's that moon card. I had a feeling, and the 7 of Cups. I had a feeling, my Tauruses, that reading, for those of you that resonated with love, I was kind of feeling it. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. Very, so I'm already seeing a lot of the same cards as the Aries love reading. So maybe some of you have Aries in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries. It doesn't have to be, but I thought I would mention it. Sometimes it's really interesting how that comes up. All right, let me see here. We did have that. Magician. Okay. All right, my Tauruses. So this totally feels like a continuation of the general part of your reading, but let's just jump right into it. So Taurus, this is feeling or showing me that there is something that is not functioning in your home, your relationship, the foundation, whatever you consider your foundation, the pillars that are there for you, your stable structures. There's something there that is shaky. It's not working right now. And I feel like that's leaving you in a place of just feeling in the dark. Maybe you feel like you don't know everything. Maybe you used to think that you knew everything about this or about love and relationships, and this situation's kind of showing you like you don't know shit. I mean, not really, you do know a lot, but I'm saying you're probably facing something that you haven't dealt with in the past, so maybe you feel like you're not equipped to handle it at the time being. But it's like this is the darkness that you walk through in order to grow, and I feel like that is something that you are after. I feel like there's a very, something very willing in you to heal. And I think this is stemming from before this relationship. I think this is stemming from childhood, perhaps. There's something here about you really going deep and doing the deep work, and digging in, and maybe like bringing light to the shadows as to why you used to think that relationships should be like X, Y, and Z, or why you showed up in a certain way in this foundation, if that makes sense. But there's a real feeling here of lots of internal, like, spiritual healing. I feel like you might be overwhelmed at the moment with so in the beginning part of the reading, we saw the Seven of Cups, which showed lots of options, and now it's showing reversed. So it's almost like maybe you're just ready to drop all of the extra things that didn't need to be there, if they were options, if they were things keeping you confused or unclear, like you're just ready to drop them. There's a sense here that they were causing you burden, or they are burdening you. And if you haven't dropped them, maybe this is encouraging you to just kind of reflect and kind of assess the situation and see what can go. Because as you start to let things go, the vision becomes clearer and your load becomes lighter, because right now it does feel like you are carrying a lot. And like I said, when I was shuffling your cards at the beginning, my back, like a muscle was like buzzing, like lots of tension. So this could be the feeling of you like feeling overburdened, Taurus. We have the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles here. So you could be a mother. It doesn't have to be, but this is Taurus energy, earth energy coming through. Someone who's very nurturing, very loving. Again, animals. I'm seeing an animal connection here, even from the general part of your reading. Um, what, take it as it resonates, but there's a sense here of a very feminine energy who takes care of things. You feed people, you heal people, you're this beautiful like embodiment of love in the form of a feminine mothering energy. So this is genderless, this is just energy, but it's just someone who's like the mama bear of the group, even if you don't have children. Like maybe your tendencies have always been like part of your love language is like feeding people or making them, feel nice and cozy, or or whatever that is. But you're like, I feel like you're manifesting and you're very powerful in that way. And this is possibly showing me that you want to go from whatever isn't working here to manifesting your position the way that you want to show up. I feel like there's something here about elevating um ele- it's not elevating your stature, but it's like elevating your situation, like saying, you know what, this isn't working. And maybe the healing that you're doing, like I said, it's like shining a light on childhood. There's something about children here or childhood that is coming through strong. But it is a sense of like healing something relating to that. And I feel like you're manifesting that. I feel like you're this caring, mothering energy, but you're like getting clear and bringing in and actually actively like co-creating with the universe how you want that to look, or what the energy that you want to surround you. And I think that it has to do with like I said, I feel like your healing work is definitely like making things clearer for you. With the Guru reversed here and the Six of Cups, like I said, the Six of Cups reversed, it's like healing something from childhood. There's something here that is coming up. Maybe the way you used to think about family is being challenged, and now things may look a little non-traditional. Maybe you're rebelling. Maybe you're the first one in your family or the first one in your friend group or whatever this is. Maybe you are paving your own way for how your family or your home or your structure is going to look. But you just know that that's what you want. That's what it is. You've gotten clear on it. And now it's like I said, you're like paving your own way. And it's really a beautiful energy to show up in, because it's almost like I see you breaking cycles. Like maybe this is even breaking like old generational karmic cycles that you're breaking here. And that's what's non-traditional about it. That's you going against the grain and setting down your own way of doing things. I do see you being very focused on it. I see you going from at one point you were overwhelmed with the options or didn't know what to do. And I feel you kind of working through that and healing that. And once you hone in on what it is you want, I see you being very, like focused on that goal. And I feel like you have the strength here. You're facing your fears, and you're like, you're ready to work towards what it is that you want. With this Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is, like I said, it could be children, or this could just be you. Um, it's like young love, like you loving something, you being excited about something, or there's something about like childlike, nostalgic like love that's coming through. So maybe that'll resonate for you, my Tauruses. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see what else you need to know. I feel like that kind of gave you a lot of advice, because it's just kind of like encouraging you to continue to heal and grow through this situation. As uncomfortable as it is, Tauruses, I did tell you I had the kind of feeling that you're like shedding skin and it's uncomfortable. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do we have for my Tauruses in their love life? What advice do we have for my Tauruses in their love life? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. That's air energy coming through. Libra, Aquarius. Like, what's the other one? When I channel Gemini. How can I forget Gemini? My daughter's a Gemini. I didn't forget Gemini, but I just was looking at these cards. So we have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the Three of Swords reversed, the Devil card, and the Ten of Pentacles with the King of Swords. So I am seeing two masculine energies show up here. Take it as it resonates. We have someone who is in the earth energy, possibly a father. If you resonated with the relationship portion and there are children involved, this could be if you had children with this person, a provider of some sort. And then we have another masculine showing up that is very logical about things, very clear about things. So we have earth and air energy, and we have the Queen of Wands. So there's the message here about not feeling confident and not feeling stable. Like neither one of these people, and I do see two people here. I actually see three people here, but take it as it resonates. There's two people here that possibly, like I said, if these are partners or were partners, or there is, still a partnership intact, or a possible relationship that you are thinking about that you guys aren't necessarily together. I am seeing that both people are unstable. There is a sense of processing through something that was painful and letting that go, working on letting that go. There was pain between these two people that I feel they're both healing from. And right now, I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on your healing, because you guys, I feel like this relationship was toxic or had toxic traits. Now, only you will know, because, hey, only the two people that are in the relationship know exactly what's going on. And if your relationship has more than two people, then I hope all parties involved know everything that's going on. But what I mean to say is there's things that happen behind closed doors that no one else understands and no one else gets. And all relationships have some form of dynamic that is just between the partners. So only you'll know what the toxicities that this situation carried were, even if it was codependency on each other, even if you guys lived a period of time where you were your each other's only support system, or became each other's like everything. Basically, you guys didn't have other friends, you didn't really do other things outside of with each other, and maybe that became the toxicity. Whatever it is something that was long-term. And I do see that this is a long-term relationship here where there is a lot of healing to be done. And Spirit is pointing it out in your advice column, or in your advice column. I said column. In your advice portion, because I do think that this is what you're healing from. You're healing through it, or you're healing from it. But whatever it is, I do think that the focus needs to be on yourself at the moment, and to keep building yourself up and building up the confidence that is there. It's just knocked at this moment. But this is showing me a partnership that was toxic in some way, a long-term partnership, long-term marriage perhaps. And this King of Swords, someone here, like I said, this could be another person, an air sign, masculine energy, very logical about things. They're showing up in your reading. I'm not sure why. Maybe that means something to you. If not, then this is someone who is tapping into their masculine and going to be very clear and very much know how to proceed, like very, very clear minded. My Tauruses, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you heard something that you can draw from, and it'll help you in your life. And so, my friends, I hope you're all doing amazing, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my Virgo friends. I hope you've all been doing amazing. Thank you for joining me here for your rest of 2021 horoscope for December and into the new year 2022. I can't even believe it. But anyway, friends, let's jump right to it. Today we are going to be asking Spirit, what are the messages you most need to hear? What do you need to know about from now through the end of the year, the next few weeks? What's the energy going to be like? What are the messages you most need to hear? Angels, ancestors, spirits, and guides, thank you so much for allowing me this connection and allowing me to channel these messages for our Virgo friends. Let's put those back. What do our Virgos need to know in the next few weeks? What do my Virgos need to know in the next few weeks? Let me get a hold of these cards. There we go. I feel like you're feeling tired. The need to rest, my friends. There's definitely a need to rest here because you are feeling a little wound up about something. Maybe you're fixated on something. We're going to put those back. We're going to wait to see what actually comes out. But yeah, there's a sense here of you being tired. Maybe tired of what's been on your mind lately, what you've been focused on, perhaps. What do my Virgos need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Nine of Wands, Spirit? Please get another card. Another card. Possibly not taking care of yourself, self-care. I just saw. Not upholding boundaries. I think it's coming from a place of not taking care of yourself first. So why the Two of Cups in reverse? Thank you. Someone here is not talking. Four of Swords. Okay. I just said someone's not talking, and then here I see someone is talking when they should be resting. Take that as it resonates. Why the Three of Wands, Spirit? Why the Three of Wands? Thank you. I did see this card come out earlier, and I put it back. And the Hermit reverse, which is your energy, Virgo energy. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So authenticity. Someone here wasn't being truthful, and now there's a real need to be truthful about something. It's probably maybe facing what you feel and what you're currently dealing with, because I do feel like you're exhausted. And like I said, it's stemming from a place of you're possibly not taking care of yourself to the fullest right now. There's something here about maybe feeling codependent on a situation or not feeling like you have your independence when it comes to something. There's also the message of a partnership that's blocked or not really working right now. The issues that I'm seeing, or the issue that's being highlighted, is this Page of Swords in reverse. So the Page of Swords brings news. When it's in reverse, it doesn't bring news. It's basically, I feel like there's no communication when it comes to this relationship, but when it comes to resting or taking a break from something, there's a real want, there's a desire to come in and just say what you got to say. And so I feel like the energies, if you resonate with both energies, then maybe this is what you need to be truthful about, or what requires you to be authentic. If this is two different people, I could also see that, because we do have the Two of Cups. So one of your energies could be non-communicating, and the other could be you should be resting and thinking on the situation and taking a pause from it so that you can heal. That's another thing I'm hearing here as well, is that there is a need to heal yourself in this situation. There's something here that needs to be healed, but there's also this desire that you want to come in and just say something, communicate, talk about it. We have the Three of Wands in reverse, and we have the Page of Cups. So I feel like when the Three of Wands is in reverse, it's a waiting energy that turns into non-action. There's like no action going on here. And I feel like there is, so there could be someone, now take it as it resonates. There's a few different things that are coming up here. It could have to do with children. It doesn't have to, but the reason I say children is because sometimes the pages are younger, but it could also be someone who's emotionally younger, maybe not as emotionally mature. Um, and there's something here about the way we're viewing something we love that's in a younger way, but it's keeping us stuck. Like your fixation on the situation, or your love for the person or situation, is kind of keeping you stuck in place, or the way you're viewing something is in a real, almost like a real sweet, naive love that isn't very matured, but it's tied to the energy of non-movement, of waiting for it to come, turned into just waiting. Like yeah, it feels very like no action is happening there. We have the Hermit reversed and the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is showing me you are getting over the feelings of loss and grief. There is something to overcome here, but it's leaving you absolutely needing. I feel like you need your space, my Virgos. I feel like there's something here where you need solitude in a real way. You need time to yourself. You need time to heal. You need time to kind of gather how you feel about something and probably what you want. I feel like it's just overall rest. I'm feeling a very exhausted energy coming from you. And this doesn't even have to, you don't even have to feel physically exhausted. It feels like emotionally exhausted in some way. And the energy, I feel like it needs like a jolt to like revive it. I don't necessarily see you moving forward. I see a real need to slow down and heal and be authentic. There is something here that had lies attached to it, or deceit of some way, and now it's time to it's time to be truthful about whatever this is. Maybe it's truthful that you need a break. Take it as it resonates, my Virgos. Let's see. Let's ask for advice now. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do you have for our Virgo friends? What advice can you give our Virgo friends? Friends, I don't think I said this earlier, but your reading is in two parts. First is the general reading, and then we will move into the love portion of your reading after this. So Spirit, what advice can you give my Virgos? There's something here about watching what you say, or like watching like arguments and conflicts, maybe pettiness from both sides. Six of Pentacles. Very balanced. There's a call for balance here. Balancing your energy. Balance in how you give and receive as well. Look at that. There's, my Virgos, there's lies around you. There's something of deceit, whether this is you or someone else. Spirit is pointing it out. So if it is you, it's a call to be truthful. So yeah, there's something here that you want to charge in saying something, but I feel like it might cause an argument, or you're afraid it's going to cause an argument. So Spirit is just kind of confirming that just watch what you say, because it could turn petty between whoever the conversation is, meaning things will be said that neither people mean. They just want to come out winning, and there is no winners at the end of the Five of Swords. Let's turn those around. For the Queen of Swords in reverse, Spirit. Could have to do with your home, pain, disappointment surrounding your home. If you're married, your marriage, your foundation, whoever the people are around you, your community. There's something here about disappointments. And there's something here about knowing deep down where the lies and the deceit are. And again, we have the Five of Cups upright. So there is the feeling of loss. There's the feeling of grief. There is the feeling of disappointment and heartbreak. My Virgos, it is obvious that you are in pain over whatever the situation is, whatever is not working in your foundation. It's leaving you feeling very much in your head, and it's leaving you feeling very mentally unsure what to think, is what I'm getting. So Spirit does want to kind of raise a little red flag. Just any conversations that you have, just say what you mean, remain authentic. We do have someone here who is not being truthful. So just make sure that it's not you. Make sure that you are aligned, because when we do our best in any situation, we can walk away knowing that we really did do our best. If we approach it in a way that's deceitful, you can't ever really say, well, I tried, because no, you didn't. You just kind of lied for whatever reason. And there's kind of a message here about watch what you say, watch how you say it, and just, if it turns into an argument, just try to remain in control of what you can control, which is yourself. Because there is a sense here that it could turn petty, or things could be said that neither people really mean. They just said it because they wanted to win the argument. There is the Nine of Cups here, along with the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you could have called something in. You could have manifested something in maybe a while ago that you finally got. And now that it's here, you're not really sure what to do with it. Maybe what you have now is something you've always wanted, and now that it's here, it's causing confusion for you. There's a sense here where maybe you're overwhelmed with options, and it's leaving you feeling like it's hard to choose or know what to do. But just remember, this is what you wanted at one point. So make the best of it, my Virgos. I know that it's easier said than done, but how we start with that is take care of yourself. If you know you're neglecting yourself in some way, take care of it. If you are lying about how you're actually feeling, and the people around you are trying to be there for you, admit to how you're feeling, because I'm feeling like you're very exhausted in a way, and there's a real need for you to rest in some way, maybe outside of your normal environment. Maybe you need to step away, but it seems like you need to step away from your life for just a second, long enough to take a nap, but like a real one, one that when you wake up and come back, you're like, I feel refreshed and I can handle this, is kind of what I'm feeling, my Virgos. We have the Six of Pentacles here, along with the Ace of Wands in reversed. So there's something here that you used to be very excited about that seemed like a really good opportunity. It got you motivated. And now it's not. I feel like your motivation behind it isn't there. You're not excited about it. Even though the potential, like, I feel like you have enough to give. Like, something here seems very abundant and like it has enough to give. And it reciprocates what you give it, it kind of gives back to you. But I feel like there's something about it that isn't exciting. So I'm not really sure how that could apply to your situation, but it's kind of like opposite energy. Because I do feel like you do have enough to give something, but it's also tied to the energy of like not being into, like not being motivated. Maybe it's like saying you're capable of giving, but right now the motivation isn't there. Because like I said, there does seem to be confusion surrounding you. We already kind of talked about how you could possibly be in your head right now, and there is pain and heartbreak coming through, processing something, processing a feeling of loss, perhaps. We talked about the Seven of Swords character, and I feel like there's a deep knowing, like you know where the deceit is. You know where it lies, and you know what you have to do about it, is what I'm getting from this. My Virgos, that was a lot of energy, but I feel like you're definitely, only you know your life, but it feels like it feels like a slump that you have to kind of work your way up out of. It feels like right now you're in that lull where maybe self motivation or even having motivation to make things better isn't there because you are tired, and there's a real need to spoil yourself, take care of yourself, take baths. Maybe if you can't, take a I don't know, take a time out for yourself. If you live somewhere where you can drive somewhere and just kind of take a break from your environment, I feel like there's a real need to get away, and it's going to require solitude. But take it as it resonates, my Virgos. That is what I have for you for your general portion of the reading, my friends. For those of you who are staying for your love reading, let's do this. And if you are leaving me now, I thank you for watching your horoscope, my Virgo friends. Take care of yourselves. And for those that are joining me, let's go. Spirit, thank you so much for those messages. Can you please give us messages regarding Virgo's love life? What do my Virgos need to know about their love life? From now through the beginning of the year, the next few weeks, what do my Virgos need to know about their love life? What do my Virgos need to know about their love life? What do my Virgos need to know about their love life? There's that Seven of Swords again. Someone here isn't being truthful. There's that Ace of Wands. It's upright this time. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands in reverse, which is not the first time we see that. So I think it's safe to say that we can put your general reading, stack it with the love reading, and get the popcorn in the microwave, and let's go for it. We're in for a ride, friends. Yeah, you know what, my Virgos, you need a break from this situation. Whatever the situation is, I feel like you're trying to maintain clarity. Hold on. Where is the deceit? We're going to have to talk about that because that's Seven of Swords character. Someone here isn't being truthful about what they want or what they need or what they're doing or how they feel. There's something hidden here. Yeah, I feel like there's something hidden. I'm not sure what though. So maybe Virgo, if this is you, maybe you're trying to be, because you are such a practical sign. You're an earth energy, so you're very grounded. So maybe the deceit is you, like you not allowing your heart to make a decision and you forcing your head to make the decision, like you not being truthful to something because your head's like, nope, that's not the logical thing. That's not the logical thing. And I'm only saying that because of this King of Swords is a very logical character, very masculine, very clear, very capable of making decisions, but definitely they are head over heart decisions. And maybe there's something that you're feeling that isn't lining up, but there is something about deceit. So take that as it resonates, my Virgos. So I guess I'm just going to continue on like it's a continuation of the first part of your reading because it just feels so similar, my friends. There's a serious need here to rest. You are being called to meditate, pray, get back in touch with yourself so you can get back in touch with your intuition. Because right now it feels like you are refusing to step away from something. You're not being fulfilled by the situation, but you're not really doing anything. Like there's nothing to do perhaps to make it better. The only thing you can do is take time for yourself, but I feel like you're refusing to do that. You're like, yeah, you're refusing to walk away from it. I do see a big ending coming up for you. Something that is a celebration. Maybe it could be bittersweet, but it is the end of a chapter, so your new chapter can begin. I feel like you're very clear about that in your mind. We do have counterparts here. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this could be two very logical people, air sign coming through, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming through. Doesn't have to be, but it does feel like this counterpart energy. Whereas the Queen of Swords does carry more empathy than the king does. She does have her boundaries and she does know it's like her way, like what she says goes. And maybe sometimes people think she's cold, like she's an ice queen, but that's just like how she operates and how she kind of keeps her life in order. And this king, like I said, the king can be a little bit of stubborn energy sometimes just because they are so mind over heart decisions that they can be very, very logical. But there's a sense here where someone isn't being truthful in regards to maybe even how they think about something. Maybe that's where the deceit is coming from, that they're not fully expressing what they think about something. Um, Very interesting energy coming through, Virgo. I do think that you are going to be entering a period of time where, like I said, logic is very heavy here. Like maintaining logic about things, maybe even about the end of this chapter, whatever that is. There's also a message here about reunion with friends, having fun, allowing yourself. Again, I feel like this is part of the self-care, like allowing yourself to step out of your whatever environment you're currently in or whatever you have to do. I feel like there's a sense here of getting together, which makes sense because the holidays are coming. Maybe you're going to be getting together with friends and family, but maybe you're feeling a little pessimistic or a little negative about it. Maybe there's aspects about it you don't really feel like dealing with, which I can kind of see because if you are feeling exhausted, the idea of gathering around with people may not be the greatest, but it might do you good. Again, balanced with balance and in combination of like taking rest, like taking care of yourself. There's a real message here about taking care of yourself because that is also part of your love reading. We're not just talking about romantic love, we're talking about love in general in your life, and that 100% includes the love you have for yourself, my friends. We have the Ace of Wands with the Page of Wands, and I put these together because there's so much passion and there's a new project. I feel like you're going to be very motivated. There's a new spark coming into your life that's going to make you very inspired and about an opportunity. This could be news of an opportunity, someone that wants to work with you. Maybe they're a little younger, but whatever it is, they don't have to be. They could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be, but the energy is here. Whatever it is going to bring excitement into your life. And I do think that that is something that you need. I feel like whatever this excitement is going to help you connect back to feelings that feel good. And that's also love. Like when you feel good, it's like your heart can experience emotions like other than exhaustion and your mind taking over. um there is an imbalance in your foundation that's being highlighted again with this Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's something here that's shaky um and not feeling stable right now. And maybe you're not being truthful about that. Maybe when you talk about it, you seem very in control, but on the inside, that's not really how you feel. And that's the mask you're wearing into the world. All right, let me see if I hear anything else. Okay. Let's get some advice for you, my Virgo friends. All right, thank you, Spirit, for those messages. I'm not sure why I just knocked on him. That was funny. I normally only do it in between the signs. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do my Virgos need when it comes to their love life? What advice can you give my Virgos when it comes to their love life? What advice can you give my Virgos when it comes to their love life? What advice can you give Virgos when it comes to their love life? What advice can you give Virgos when it comes to their love life? It's that Queen of Swords again, and the Eight of Cups, encouraging you, and the King of Wands, encouraging you to make decisions with confidence. Anything that is unfulfilling to you emotionally, whatever it is, there's something about unfulfillment and standing your ground, about walking away. Let's see. We have Justice reversed, Page of Cups reversed, the Magician reversed, the Ace of Cups upright. Let me see. That came out first. We do have the Emperor. Let's get one more for the Ace of Cups. Let's leave out that one. Can we get one more for the Ace of Cups? Thank you. Okay, so yeah, there's something here about you. I feel like the deceit could be like you also like, I want to say like deceiving yourself, but it's like not being truthful with yourself either. With the High Priestess reverse here, I am seeing a disconnect within yourself spiritually between your intuition and what your heart knows, and then what your head wants to control, if that makes sense. But your advice here is to let love in. And again, I feel like this is self-love. I feel like your reading is like you might have other people in your life affecting your love life, but I definitely feel like it all starts from within. It all starts with you, and you are being encouraged to let this love in, love on yourself, take care of yourself, allow yourself to rest. Then you will be able to show up in your life for other people or situations in your life or for your life in general in the way that you want to show up. But when you're operating from a place of, even if it's just mental exhaustion, I feel like that's just a blockage. With the High Priestess reversed here, it's almost like you're turning something off. You've decided to turn off your intuition. Um, and there's a real need to reconnect with that. You're being encouraged to take charge and take lead. Step into your masculine energy and take lead. Things that you've been waiting on, F it. Like, quit waiting on stuff. Stop watering dead plants. Like, you are being encouraged to take charge of your life in the areas that you can take charge. You are capable to do this. And when you step into that energy, I feel like it's going to feel really good. But the way to be able to do that is to recharge first in order to come in strong. There's a sense here where your waiting energy turned into inaction. If you sit too long in that, before you know it, a long time has passed and nothing has happened in your life that you wanted to push through. And you're very much being encouraged to take the lead on what you can take control of. We have the Justice card in reverse with the Eight of Wands. I do think there's something from the past that happened that needs to be corrected. Maybe something wasn't fair. Maybe something wasn't set up correctly. Maybe the way you started doing something snowballed and led into a situation that you're at now. Now is the time to readdress it. There's a need to bring balance back. I do think that you are going to have the opportunity to do that. There are things happening in the background that you might not see. Maybe the way the timing is rolling out, maybe there's opportunities coming, maybe there's going to be communication coming about something that's going to allow you to readdress something from the past that can be rebalanced. We have the Page of Cups reversed and the Magician reversed. So Page of Cups reversed, Magician reversed, and High Priestess reversed. Literally, my Virgos. You are tapped out of your intuition. This is telling me that you are not connected right now. This is telling me that you're going after things that you in your heart know are not for you. And that could also be part of the deceit. You going after something that is not meant for you, that deep down you know is not meant for you. And whatever your logical mind told you, no, this is what you always said you wanted, and this is what it is. That's the most logical thing. Whatever version of the story is, it feels like your head is trying to control one thing, and your intuition and your emotions and your feelings are kind of telling you another. So it's time to be authentic with yourself and with whoever else you need to be, and align in all of these areas so that you can make moves that are going to benefit you and make you happier and make you more fulfilled. Um, I do see you are trying to really set boundaries and walk away from things that aren't like fulfilling, and Spirit is encouraging you to do that. Stand strong in the things that you are walking away from and do it with confidence. We do have the King of Wands here upright. Fire energy, maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, someone who's really attractive, fun to talk to, very fiery, very passionate. Um, Works for what they have, is very creative, or maybe that is you. But there's an encouragement here to take the lead. Take the lead and walk away from those things that aren't fulfilling you. You're not a kid anymore. You're allowed to make your own decisions based on how you feel. Now, if you still feel that you need to hide certain parts of yourself, Spirit is just kind of highlighting that. Like those will create blockages. And even though this is your love reading, I feel like this is your love reading coming back to yourself. This is how to best love up on yourself so that you can grow through this. Because I definitely think that whatever rut you're feeling that you're in, it's all like the answers are all within like the work, like the self work, my Virgos. Um, and so, my friends, let me sit for a second and see if there's anything else. Because I was just going to say, I think that's what I have for you. And that is what I have for you, my Virgos. Thanks for joining me here today, and I hope to catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my Capricorn friends. I hope you've all been doing amazing. Happy almost birthday season. It's coming up pretty quickly. So by the time these videos are out, we might already be in Capricorn season. So happy birthday to my Cappies. And so thank you for joining me for your December / beginning of the year horoscope reading. Your reading is going to be done in two parts. The first part is going to be general messages, whatever is most important for you to know. That's what we will be asking. And the second part of your reading will be solely focused on love. So that could be romantic love, love within yourself, your family, basically love all around. So they're not always romantic messages. And yeah, let's get started, my Capricorns. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me this connection and allowing me to channel these messages for the collective. What do my Capricorn friends need to know in the next few weeks? What messages are most important for them to know in the next few weeks? What do my Capricorns need to know, Spirit? In the next few weeks. What do my Capricorns need to know? What do my Capricorns need to know? A lot of collective similarities in the messages. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. So I feel like something is coming to an end for you. Something that used to be very exciting is not. I feel like it left you. Oh, it left you ignoring parts of yourself, or not parts of yourself, but it's almost like it made you shut down your intuition. I feel like you were overgiving to this situation, and it drained you. I feel like it took your passion away. Let's put that there. I feel judgment with the High Priestess reverse because I feel like you already know. You already know. All right, let's get one more card for... We'll leave the Death card out. Can we get one more card, Spirit, for the Seven of Pentacles? Thank you. Wow. Wheel of Fortune reversed along with the World reversed. Okay. And Death card at the bottom of the deck. Something is definitely coming to an end here, my Cappies. Whether that's a relationship, a situation, a job, the way something has been done up until now. I feel like that's changing. It's time to close that out. But there is a resistance to closing out. There's a resistance of you walking away from something that is no longer fulfilling you. I feel like whatever this is, you already have a deep feeling and a knowing about it, but you have been ignoring it. Maybe you've been putting your efforts behind something that truly wasn't meant for you, and it's like you're done over giving. I feel like you gave a lot to something and you've known you gave a lot to it, but now there is no ignoring it. Because I feel like you know that if you want more, if you're not fulfilled here and you want more, there's something here that needs to be closed out. And I do see it being closed out, even if there is a resistance to it. I feel like maybe even part of this will bring you a relief that you can't really express openly, but maybe there is a sense of relief here when this does finally close out. It's something that used to be really exciting for you, really passionate. It was a beginning that showed potential. But I feel like that's not being highlighted here. However this started doesn't matter, because where you're at now, you kind of know it's not for you. There is the energy here of reunion, of maybe socializing, getting together with family, being around people that feel good. But there's something here that feels emotionally immature about something. There's someone here who I wanted to say petty, and I'm not seeing any kind of conflict or argument, but emotionally, someone here is being a little emotionally immature when it comes to getting together with people. Take it as it resonates. The holidays are coming up, so this could be family, this could be being emotionally triggered by being around other people. That, family can sometimes do that. Um, I feel like you put in a lot of work. You put in a lot of work to this situation. You gave a lot, and it left you wondering, like, well, what now? Like, why aren't things growing? Maybe it made you impatient and it made you like second guess all of your efforts. Maybe even feeling a little confused or a little like, look at everything I did and nothing came of it. And you are a Capricorn, so you are a very hard worker. So I don't doubt that you did do the most and expecting the most. But in this case, nothing really seemed to flourish. I see something about you going against the tide, you possibly trying to resist this closing of the chapter. There's something here about trying to go against destiny. It could also be that this is going to be delayed. Closing this out, there is a delay here. Not fully blaming it on you, saying you're resisting and that's why it's going on longer, but there is something here about timing. I do think there is something you want to communicate. There's something here that I feel you're going to want to talk about. And again, I don't necessarily see it's going to turn into an argument. It's something that you want to communicate. Maybe it's something you want to communicate about this delay. Like, take it as it resonates, but this could even be something like you have to communicate the timing about something. And that just happens to affect closing out this cycle. My Capricorns. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. I think I touched on everything I was hearing. All right. Let's ask for advice now. What advice do my Capricorns need, Spirit? Thank you so much, Spirit, for those messages. Thank you for those messages. What advice do my Capricorns need? What advice do my Capricorns need to hear? Hearing like take it easy. And then I started hearing the Adele song. Maybe someone here likes that song. Take it easy on me. But I kind of heard it in a, hey, take it easy, Capricorn. Take it easy. There's the High Priestess in reverse again. Almost like a warning you not to ignore your inner intuition. Your inner knowing about this is what I'm hearing. Don't ignore your spiritual awakening. If there's a confidence issue here, that could also be holding someone back in a way. Thank you. Can we get another one for Two of Pentacles, please, Spirit? And Two of Wands. Lots of twos. Decision, looking at options. Yeah, you want to, if this is about a romantic partnership, you're trying to figure out how to move forward. If this is a business partnership, you're trying to figure out which option to go with, or you're trying to figure out if maybe this is the person that you want to bring along with you, or maybe in general, this other person is someone you wanted to bring along with you on this, into your future. And maybe you're second guessing that they are the right person to bring. That could be romantic. That could be for work. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse, which is again showing me that there was a chance, an opportunity. There was something here that could have been taken, but it wasn't for whatever reason. It just didn't end up working out. So Spirit is encouraging you as you find balance, as you transition into whatever the next chapter is for you, or if you're transitioning into closing out this chapter, just moving with love, here we're seeing a very empathetic person who understands like their emotions and other people's emotions in the situation. So it's almost like being graceful through the transition is what I'm getting, and really leading with love and care. I already kind of talked about this Two of Wands with the Two of Cups in reverse, like the feeling of maybe you wanted to bring someone along for the ride into your future, but they just didn't end up being the person that worked out or the opportunity that worked out. I really am seeing a partnership here that just maybe that's what's unfulfilling for you and what you're getting ready to close out. Whether that's professional or at home, everyone's situation will be different. I do think you are being encouraged to tap back into your intuition. Don't ignore what you already know, is what I'm hearing. There's also something here about maybe not communicating right now. And or remaining in your comfort zone, like being quiet, but it's kind of like where you're comfortable at right now. It's being pointed out because there is something about communication that needs to be brought to light in the situation. So if you're the person who's withdrawn and not communicating because that's just your like that's just what you do, you kind of disengage. There is something here. I think it's like a snag in the situation that's kind of not going to help the timing of things. It's like prolonging. So Spirit just kind of wants to point that out. Also pointing out that you are very hot and cold about, or someone here is hot and cold. Like the effort is really there. You're excited about the plan, about the idea. You're excited about something. And then just as quickly, you just don't put effort into it. And one day you're going to be like, yeah, I'm doing it. This is what's happening, et cetera, et cetera. And then no action for the next few days. So it's like nothing's going to come of that. That is something that needs to be corrected, something that's been going on for a while in regards to the effort that's being put behind something. That needs to be corrected. This could also be someone that's coming in with a very exciting opportunity or something really exciting, passionate, and then they just kind of leave as quickly as they come in. And this is something that needs to be fixed or rebalanced from the past. Spirit is asking you to apply what you already know, your life experiences, the things you've gone through, the things you've learned, regardless of what if it has to do with love or if it has to do with work, whatever the circumstance is, like there are things that you already know that you can apply to your current situation. And when you do that, you're going to help rebalance how you think, how you feel, how you act in how you move throughout this. And there's a real need here to do that because the situation does require patience because there is something about timing that is coming up here. So you also have the Strength card, Leo energy coming through. This is an encouragement to face your fears, and also like maybe you're holding back on something. You're holding back on doing something, and you're just really being encouraged to go with it. Go with it, my Cappies. You're a very hard worker, and you're just like physically, like you are a hard worker. Like what you do, your efforts are consistent. But now this is kind of requiring effort in a different way, if that makes sense. All right. I think that's what I have for you, my Capricorns. Now, I'm going to clear this away and we are going to switch decks so we can take a look at your love life, your love reading. If this is where you leave me, and thank you so much for joining me. And those of you staying, let's get started on the love reading. Thank you, Spirit, for all those messages for our Capricorns. What do our Capricorns need to know when it comes to their love life? Look, there's a Wheel of Fortune. I feel you're feeling undecided about a partnership or a relationship. There's something here that's destiny, and it's changing. There's also things going on in the background that are being set up that have to do with timing that maybe at the moment right now when you're watching this, they don't make sense, but with time. almost, I don't know why I feel like cosmic red carpet, like it's being rolled out for you and you don't even know it. Thank you, Spirit, for all these messages. What do my Capricorns need to know about their love life in the next few weeks? What do my Capricorns need to know about their love life? Can't get away from it. The Lovers reverse. Okay. So it could be finances, or your comfort zone again is coming through, keeping you in the same spot or keeping you from wanting to make a decision. Maybe right now you're not feeling very confident and you're choosing to disengage from the situation. Don't choose to ignore it, Capricorns. That's not going to do anything, but that could also be part of the hang up. Can we get one for the Lovers reverse? Thank you. Masculine energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Lots of love. May not show it openly all the time, but there is deep love there. You're coming up as a little tired, wanting to give up. Yeah, my friends, my Cappy friends, there's something about your comfort zone holding you back. It was brought up to me in a few different places throughout the reading, including your general reading, and now it's still coming up. Bottom of the deck is the Guru reverse. So going against the social, what's like the social norm, or going against tradition of some way, breaking tradition is what I'm feeling. But I am feeling like you are undecided when it comes to this King of Cups. Like there is love there. Maybe you're even showing up as the King of Cups. This is someone who's very loving, and understands like their emotions. Like they're in control. They're very in control of their emotions. They don't let their emotions control them. And that's why I said sometimes the love isn't outwardly shown because it's deep, but it's contained. But it's tied into the energy of feeling undecided or not really wanting to make a decision when it comes to this partnership, this union. There's something here about a comfort zone. Like this is stable. This has given you what you need, technically what you need. Maybe this is financial. This could be materialistic. Whatever it is, it feels like it's given you enough to keep you comfortable, but now it's kind of showing up as something that's also keeping you in place. It's kind of keeping you from moving forward. And even though you do want to move forward, there are certain aspects that you haven't fully let go of, I feel like, or even processed, that are kind of keeping you in your place right now. I do think that currently your love life probably feels like it's not moving along, but again, I think it is in the background, even though if you don't feel it. Right now, there's a sense of you taking a time out and stepping away from it. Things aren't really, they're not going backwards, they're not going forwards. They just are. It's almost like you're maintaining right now. Because you were feeling very exhausted and you were feeling like your guard was up in this situation. This period of time where you are stepping back or allowing to just kind of be in the in between, it is a time where you're going to start letting your guard down, but you're also going to gain a different perspective of the situation. Your confidence is showing low right now. Maybe how you feel about yourself, what you think you're capable of. Maybe this is physical, how you feel about yourself. There's something here where the confidence isn't there. And again, it's keeping you in your comfort zone. It's keeping you in your place. Not in your place, but in the place you're currently at now. But maybe keeping you in your place is cosmically what's going on here, that someone or something is affecting you in this way that's keeping you in an energy that works for them. That's not going to apply to everyone, but it did come to my mind, so I wanted to share that. There's a feeling here where you're disassociating in order to deal with this. You might be bored of the situation, over it. not wanting to engage is what I'm getting. But at the same time, by doing this, you might be missing out on some of the opportunity sitting in this energy. And I do think that the answer to help you come out of that energy is to allow yourself to just be and rest. There's a sense here that you would most benefit from going from within and kind of regaining your own, like being alone and just kind of processing and healing. And right now, that's not being done. You're disassociating. So, if we were in healthy hermit energy, it would be maybe on the outside it looks like disassociating, but it's not, because you're keeping to yourself, protecting your energy and working on healing. Whereas opposed, when you're in the Four of Cups, you're disassociating to get away from something, to not have to live through something, deal with something, is what I'm getting, my Cappies. Okay. All right. Let's move on to your advice. Let's see what advice Spirit has for your love life, my friends. This could very well be tied to the first part of your reading. We did get some similar cards, slightly different energy, but I could see how they might be intertwined for sure. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do we have for my Capricorn friends? What advice do we have for my Capricorn friends? What advice do we have for my Capricorns when it comes to their love life? No? Okay. What advice? I almost heard read the room, Capricorn. There's your energy, devil energy. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups again. So there is a lot of love here. There is love here. All right. We have Page of Swords, Three of Cups in reverse. Look at, we have the World card again. Three of Pentacles. Let's put the Ace of Pentacles here. Lots of work. I feel like you're going to begin working with people in some way, in a way that works for you, in a way that feels good. And you're releasing stress. I feel like I guess that's your advice, easier said than done. But there's something here about falling into the ease of surrendering all of the things that are burdening you, that are bringing you mental stress and exhaustion. It's time to surrender those and know that there is a plan going on in the background. There are things that are lining up and happening for you that you may not be able to see right now. There's something about timing, but just know that something is coming to an end. Something's coming to a close, but it is going to leave you an opportunity to work with other people in a new way. There is an opportunity coming in. There's an ending, but an opportunity that includes other people coming in is what I'm seeing. There's also a sense here, when I said read the room, it's like watching and waiting to communicate something. Maybe it's communicate something in regards to a group of people. It's like, maybe it's even fixing things with this group of people, because I see three people here overindulging in behaviors that may have been not the healthiest. Say these are friends that you just partied with, or this is family that you have kind of, little weird energy between you guys that needs to be addressed. There's something here about watching and then approaching with information. But I do see you, as this ending comes and you release stress, I do see you focused. I see you focused on a goal and working hard and releasing stress. You're no longer worried about it at night. You're not letting you you're not letting it keep you up at night, because you're just working towards what you have to work towards. I feel like you have a better grasp as to what you have to do. I can't help but feel that this is like clarity that comes after you just kind of surrender and let go and communicate what you have to communicate. We have devil energy and judgment. So this is you showing up in your reading. The devil is Capricorn energy, very hardworking. I do think that you are going to be working hard. Right after the new year, maybe the first like few weeks, take it as it resonates, but it feels like you are taking control over what yourself, but in this case, it has to do with working towards something, which makes sense. Because you are a Capricorn, and I feel like this is something you can't ignore. Like you just know what you got to do, is what I'm hearing. You know what you got to do, my Cappies. All right. And so, my friends, that is your December/January 2022 reading. I hope you're all doing amazing, and I will catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.